Intro. Hi Jared Journey,
welcome in,
happy
Chances.
Friday.
And happy Friday. Let's see, I think this is probably just gonna be... Oh! I got a lot of stuff. Give me one sec here. Let me see if this works one more time. You are first, Sanchez. You win.
Medal, first place medal. Trophy,
you win the
smiling,
prize
medal,
of being
first
quick. Where's my page? Give me one sec here. There we go. Just gonna copy my thing. We can get going. Hope you're doing well. We'll be at Disneyland tomorrow. I know our friend Cody is there right now.
Our Patreon, https://tinyurl.com/patron-link or YouTube mem. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you love what we do, consider joining our Patreon, https://tinyurl.com/patron-link or
Alright.
YouTube mem.
So these are all new stuff.
Subscribe to my channel here,
That's cool.
www.youtube.com/JaredJourneys. Sub_confirmation = 1.
Oh, this is cool. I like the sword. That's fun. It's 1 of 5 too. Interesting. Yeah, whatever. Right. Got these things we got though. Oh, that's dope. I like that for ice. That's dope. I got an icy one now. Nice. Look at this dude. Whoa. Is this a new version? No. I think every month they just give you the same one. If you already have it, you already have it. That's cool enough. See, that's a good 24 items. That's a good amount of stuff to get in the pack. Anything new, or is this the last stuff? It looks like the store has a bit updated.
Disney Crush fan live Disneyland.
Yeah, he is live. Good for him. I saw him for a little bit. I would have been on, I know he was supposed to earlier, so I could have been there longer, but unfortunately by that time, he started, I can only be on for a little while, and then I left to work. And, but I hope he's having a good time. I was there for a little while. I was there for like 30 or 40 minutes before, I had to leave. So, I hope he's having a fun time there. And I know his girlfriend was joining him. Hey, welcome in, Super Nintendo fan. We need some Zelda skins in here. Actually, not the Zelda skins. We need, like, any Nintendo skins, honestly. Let's see. That's cool. Is that a way to add them? Oh, you can put the mask. No, I like the outline on. That's cool. The Spider-Punk. Do a search. Let's do all the spider stuff. There's no reason not to do. My bad. There we go. Now you got all the spider stuff here. You got his guitar. What's his guitar look like?
Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome in. Jeremy, good to see ya. Oh, here's what he's supposed to have. That makes more sense. Let's do this one then. Let's try it. Alright. Well, that's dope.
Welcome.
You know what? I'll do the daggers.
Thank you all for being here with us. If you haven't yet, please like, thumbs up, light skin tone the stream,
Yeah,
and
this
if
one.
you are new here, consider subscribing. TH.
No kidding. Alright, everyone. Let's do some Spider-Pumpkin. I hate just right out of the movie. Insane. But I hope everything's going well. What foods did Cody have on a stream today? Did he try some good stuff that they like, hopefully? guess that's better than that.
War Toad.
Man, I am so glad it's the weekend, guys. And next week's gonna be so easy. Oh my gosh, next week's gonna be so nice.
Me and Justin, we both just got off right now, lol.
Nice.
Hello,
Hope you guys had fun
everyone
playing.
from Wyoming.
Welcome in, Steven. Good to see you. Just so you all know, since I have y'all here, we will be at Disneyland tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I say Disney's California Adventure for food and wine. We will, of course, be going on soaring over California. I'll try again out once, if not twice, if possible. What else will we be doing? I'll be getting a food pass so I can get that awesome site. We'll try some foods. We'll listen to some music. There's a couple of musical shows that we'll see tomorrow as well. You guys know I like my music. And then, yeah, we'll be buying some rides and just having fun. We'll see what Avengers are out. Maybe we'll see Sam Wilson out. I'll be able to talk to him about his new movie that just came out. I thought it was, you know, I don't hate it. I don't like people making excuses for it, but I also don't hate it. Like, I think it's good. Yeah, or you can. Yeah, I'm gonna get the good pass so I can get the plate.
Hope everyone is having a great Friday.
Yeah, I hope you guys all.
My police department. Like Homer Simpson, lol.
Like Homer Simpson. All you can eat. Is it really all you can eat? It was right there, right? That's what I want to drop off.
What's up, Jared?
Hey, good to see you, my friend. We're playing Spider-Punk here. I haven't used this skin ever, to be honest, because I use the other skins. I use the New War skin and other stuff. But I hope you guys are doing well. We'll be at Disneyland tomorrow, and then I will be at Six Flags Sunday, but most likely it will be an offline blog, and then possibly I'll do a live stream. We'll see how the vibes are going, because I'm gonna be going to Six Flags this time with one of my really good friends. Nice. But like, I'll be going on Sunday with one of my really good friends, and then my wife is also going. So we're all three going on Sunday. So I'll do a vlog. We'll probably be all in it, I would assume. Yeah, and then maybe a live stream depending on timing and how things are going and whatnot. If my friend wants to go on maybe X or like a live, something that like my stomach doesn't really work with, then maybe I'll go live for a little while and just walk around the park with you guys on Sunday. But yeah, we'll be going to 90s night next Thursday. So next Thursday we'll be at Disneyland most of the day in the morning, and then back at nighttime until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I will go on Friday to Universal Studios for most likely my last ride on Fast and Furious Supercharged. I don't know if it will be my last ride, but it most likely will be. I don't know when else I will be going, to be honest, after that Friday, but like there's a chance I don't go back before it actually is closed. So if you guys want to do that, check out next week from today. I should be at Universal in the daytime. If you guys want to check out my last ride with the Fast and Furious crew, I will not really miss it too much, to be honest. I am very excited for the future, whatever it may be. It will either be more theme park, we will either get possibly a Wicked or some other, you know, attraction that's gonna go there for the tram.
Can't wait.
I'm excited, you know, and obviously we got the coaster. The coaster's the big thing. You know why? Maybe it's not surprising. You know why they're closing it early, probably, or earlier than we thought. I just thought of it, dude. I bet you they're gonna use props from the ride. You know what I mean? That's totally gonna be in there, right? Like they're totally going to. Oh gosh, I'm bad. Thank God they're not good either. They're gonna use, I bet you, props from Supercharged. I didn't even think about this for the queue for the new Fast and Furious ride. Like that has to be why they're doing it, right? That has to be partly why. Like I can't see.
It would be funny.
That has to be the reason, right? Like some of those cars have to be in the queue, and then maybe like I don't know if they'll use any of the party stuff for it, but like the garages all have like parts that would make sense for where the queue is gonna take place, which is most likely a garage here in Hollywood. So that makes kind of sense. I just didn't even put that together. Like, oh, that must be why. Because the queue's being built right now. They've still got months. What were you? 8 months plus away from that ride opening? That's more than enough time to take the stuff out of there and throw it in the other one. Which,
Hello,
to be
everyone.
fair,
I'm here. I made hi, Jared.
hey, good to see you, Jennifer. And also, to be fair, I think a lot of people would like that because then it's kind of like a tribute to that attraction, and then no one can really be sad about it being gone. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's cool. I hope that's it. Dude, did you guys hear the kind of? I guess like this is a spoiler to people buying tickets because they said something about it. But did you guys hear that the Monster Universe at Epic is gonna have virtual queue to get in? I am not a fan of that. I mean, I don't even know if it would affect me because I probably would have bought a what do you call it? Um, the Express Pass. So I don't know if Express Passes get to skip that, but that kind of sucks. That
Like,
the Monster Universe over there. I mean, obviously we knew it was gonna be popular, but they're really like thinking it's gonna be so
like
popular
button chat.
that
If
can't
you're
fit
enjoying the
all
stream
the
at home,
people in
don't
it.
forget to like and
Like,
subscribe.
is
Thanks for
Nintendo Land
watching.
or most of
Enjoy
the
the
lands
stream
gonna have
party
that in
popper
Epic Universe? Because
sparkles.
that would honestly kind of disappoint me if that's the truth. I mean, maybe it's a short-term
Yes, that's
action.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't get how. I don't know. I would just need someone to explain it to me a little bit, maybe. Um, oh, there he is. I'd probably dumb, so dumb. I missed every shot too. Oh, maybe it's a bot. Well, let's just give it a second. Now we'll know where he is in a second.
Maybe that's for the first few months.
I hope so. That makes me feel a little bit better now about not going because I would have been pretty upset. Like I'm more upset in the way of a consumer. I most likely would have bought Express Passes if I went to Epic. Once I go to Epic Universe, unless like I become a huge streamer, I can't imagine me going back within 5 years. You know what I mean? Like most likely if I go to Epic Universe, I don't know. It costs so much to travel now. I can only see myself going pretty rarely to Florida. Like it's not that I don't want to, but the cost is astronomical, really, to travel anymore. So if I go, like I think Florida's like not a one-time deal, but whenever I go to Florida, I would expect to be back for a couple of years, which is kind of why it's even good that we're not going this year, because then we can kind of, what's the word? We can go there longer, Jen and I.
Cafe needs to remove reservations.
I agree, but also that cafe kind of stinks with its service, eh? You know what I mean? I can't believe that place. Like I'm not blaming the staff so much as the actual like whatever's going on in the back, like however they made this cafe. But however that cafe is set up, I'm really honest to say I'm not a huge fan of how they set that cafe up. I haven't eaten there, to be honest, in close to, if not longer than a year.
I agree.
And yeah, part of it is probably because of the reservations, but part of it is how slow the service is. Like, you get in there, and if there's any kind of line, you're waiting 10 to 15 minutes minimum just to order. And to me, when you're hungry, you don't want to wait. And then it takes another 10, if not 10 to 20 minutes for your food to arrive a lot of times. So that can be over half an hour to do food, when I could just walk into the Harry Potter restaurant and within 10 minutes have my food ordered. Like, but you can order your food at whatever it's called. You can literally order your food and like get it delivered to you, basically. At what's that restaurant called? The Hogmeads one. Like, is that insane that restaurant is so much faster?
Is like 10 to 20 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just got out of Fortnite, lol, face with tears of
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Yeah, we heard that. We heard that you were playing with Mr. Storm. But we'll see. Oh, and then I'm trying to think. Do we know anything about FanFest? Okay, good thing about FanFest, I will be going the last day still. I didn't know if I'd be going the last day because I didn't know when they add that new date. But it looks like from the way that they added it, we should be going still because, yeah, the last day is still that Sunday. I guess they added a Monday or something like that. Before, I don't know. As long as they keep the last day, I'll be happy with that. That's all I care about, so I can go the last day. Am I planned with that?
Rivals?
I have played a little bit. I'm not that great. The only character I really could get my head around, and she's not a great character. Or like what I mean is she's not like hard to learn, is Wanda or Scarlet Witch. But honestly, besides that, I haven't played too much. I started to play Splitgate 2, if you guys know that. Splitgate 2 is like Halo, but with like portals. Oh my gosh, everyone. I'm just gonna go over here. Actually, you know what? Let's try this, actually. I didn't even think about this. But I haven't played Rivals in a little bit. I still play Marvel Snap a lot, though. I do really enjoy Marvel Snap. That's a really good game that I've just enjoyed for a long time. Uh, that's kind of my Marvel fix at this point. Ooh, though I've been rewatching some Daredevil recently, season 1 and 2. Gosh, that show is great. Dude, Daredevil man is such. I know he's not underrated online, but to people that are online, Daredevil's a legit underrated hero. Like that guy. The fact that they start that show, I don't know if you guys remember this. The first crime that Daredevil does is that there are women being trafficked at the docks, and Daredevil comes out and just kicks their asses. And you're like, this is dope. We don't get many heroes that get to do real crimes. Like, robbing a bank is whatever. I don't really care if someone robs a bank, to be
watching
honest.
Punisher, the show. I'm on season 2.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Punisher too. So so I watched a couple of episodes in season 1, and then I've also flipped around to
It's not your typical Marvel show.
No, it's so good.
Justin,
it's
please consider
I'm gonna wait a
subscribing
second.
to our friend https://youtube.com/justinry_universal 9904. C equals Fitchx 3 up ED.
Oh, hey, did you hear though? So Punisher is gonna get a special, like the Werewolf Within, like a 50-ish minute, 40, 50-minute special. I'm so hyped for that. It can be rated all then and stuff, and be super good. If you've ever seen Dirty Laundry, or if you haven't, go look at Punisher Dirty Laundry, which is by the former actor that did Punisher, and it's really great. That's really great. So I hope we get something that's kind of like that, where it's a really good one-off Punisher going after just a bastard. You know what I mean? Like that's what's cool about Punisher and Daredevil is they get to go after the worst kind of people. Like
yes,
Fisk.
I've seen it, man. I'm trying to finish up season 2.
Yeah. And also I love the actor that plays Punisher. He's great. You know what I mean? He's a great actor. He's in The Accountant, which is Accountant 2. He's also in The Accountant, I guess, but he is wow, the train's still moving. That's insane. But yeah, he is. That actor is really good. And he was in Walking Dead back in the day as Shane, or Sean, was it? I forget his name right now. I think it's Sean. Yeah, that guy's a great actor who plays Punisher. But also, God, Daredevil was so good and all that. And I'll be honest, I do like Jessica Jones. Like, I like the actor they got for Jessica Jones. She's really great and all that. I'm okay. I'm not against it, but I'm okay if Luke Cage and Iron Fist get redone, to be honest. Now, if they bring them back and they make the story better, I'm accepting it. But I need them to really up those characters. I did not really feel Luke Cage or especially Iron Fist. Iron Fist I was so hyped for. Like, when they announced it, I was excited about Daredevil, but honestly, Iron Fist was one I was most excited about. And then they just didn't do a good job with him. It was not a fun show to watch, and really, they didn't really go into Iron Fist at all. They made him too much of a street hero. Like, he does need to be a little bit more comic-y, in my opinion. And they never did Heroes for Hire. What is the point of having Luke Cage and Iron Fist and not doing at least one episode of Heroes for Hire? You know, give us a little taste. Let us see when they work together, because that's a cool dynamic. So yeah, I hope that this opens things up. I hope that Daredevil opens things up to get us some more street heroes and get to do a little bit more like.
I've seen Iron Fist show, but I wasn't interested in it, so I stayed away.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. So if they can redo it though, they can really give us like. So what they can really give us is like Luke Cage would be a great character, and even Jessica Jones. Like they just have like really unique narratives of why they have their motivations. Like Jessica Jones is really into. Like Daredevil wants to help anyone in Hell's Kitchen, so that could be any crime. Jessica Jones is more into helping like survivors of like sexual assault and stuff like that because she experienced that. And then Luke Cage,
Murdoch, toxic waste, he blind.
he is blind. And then what do you call it? And then Luke Cage is obviously more helping the people in Harlem, and is like a black superhero, which is kind of cool in a way. Like we don't get to see that often, you know what I mean? Or not as often in media. I know some people will try to claim that that's like what everything is nowadays, but there isn't much of that. Like watching Luke Cage is gonna be. I hope will one day be super interesting if they can really give us some good stuff in there. And we got a little bit of kind of that politics stuff in Black Panther as well. And that's why Killmonger is such an interesting villain because he really is
nice
kind of
to
like.
see you.
So yeah, I hope we get more I'm really hoping we get some more street heroes after Daredevil, and we're getting 2 seasons of Daredevil, so I'm super damn excited. We're getting a Punisher special, yeah. And I really hope, I would love it if Luke Cage and even Daredevil can get a special if they want. Like, oh, you know, what'd be cool. They won't be able to do this, I think, because they said they can't use Spider-Man on TV or some BS. But like, if they could somehow figure it out, they should do a Spider-Man and Daredevil like 40-minute special. That'd be so cool to have Spider-Man like right after the last movie where he's on his own and him and Daredevil like train together so that Spider-Man becomes a better fighter, and also as they train together they go take down like a villain. That would be so cool. Like, I would love that so much to see Spider-Man learning hand-to-hand combat, even though he's like super strong. But if Spider-Man could actually learn how to fight better, it would make him like a little bit better in future films to be even more useful. Because while he's like Spider-Man is obviously a super powerful character, he's great. The weakness that Spider-Man has right now is his combat skills aren't really that great. He couldn't really beat Vulture originally. He was able to, I guess, beat Quentin Beck, but that was a little different. That didn't require, like, that was a different kind of thing. He's really good at fighting in certain situations, but like he still needs a little bit more combat experience. So that's what I would like to see, is like Spider-Man getting leveled up by training with Daredevil and learning like some really good fighting techniques so that he can start taking down bigger villains. Oh, also, if you haven't checked out Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I think you're missing out. It has the best version of the Scorpion in anything besides the comics. Like, by far the best media version I've ever seen of Scorpion. He is a bastard. He is a great villain. Oops, I didn't want to shoot, but if he comes back, we're fine. But Scorpion is so good in that, and yeah, Scorpion's just super cool. And there's a couple of like newer villains and updated villains, and they're okay depending on which ones. But yeah, I would say go check out Your Funny Neighborhood Spider-Man. The Spider-Man, it's pretty good. Oh, and Norman Osborn is awesome. He is the new Norman is so cool. If they bring him to the MCU, that'd be great. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I gotta call my wife. She called me for some reason, unless she texted me too. I swore it was the right one. One sec, everyone.
Check mark button. Silent 2. Greetings to our ninja spies watching from the shadows.
Hello everyone. Sorry about that. My wife called me because unfortunately I chose the wrong store for her to get pizza at, basically. Like, she went to the wrong store because she thought she told me one store, but I don't know. There's a miscommunication on where the pizza was going to get picked up, let's just say. So, she is now driving to the real place to get pizza, unfortunately. So, she had to drive like backwards, basically, which sucks, and she was waiting at a store for no reason, but also, the stores get better at that because I literally had a confirmation number. I can't believe that when she got there, they did say this is the wrong store. But also, anyway, I did my best. I sent her the whole email. I thought she would see the address, but she did not, unfortunately. So now she's just going to be home late, and that's always crappy for everyone. But stuff happens. But yeah, like I was saying, check out your neighborhood or your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. If you like Spider-Man, I think it's really great. Scorpion's great. It's really a cool show. Norman Osborn's great. Otto Octavius is cool. It's a very... Oh no, I'm a dummy. I couldn't be quick enough. I could not be quick enough. I thought he was coming from another angle.
Currently have the $10
I did that.
That's very good deal.
Yeah, I just did that. That's what we did tonight. We got that. So that was pretty good. We got that, and then I had some awards.
No, GG.
But yeah, and then we used the reward to get some free bread, not breadsticks, but the little like bread balls. You know what I mean? I forget what they're called right now.
Jared.
Caught you sleeping? Yeah, no, basically, I was looking, and unfortunately, he was to my left, and I should have done that. But for some reason, I thought he was behind me, so I tried to turn around. But by the time I was turning around, I saw that he was right there, closer to me, and then I was basically done at that point.
Very good deal.
Yeah, it's a good deal, and then we also used the reward, so it was like, it was like 10-ish bucks, with almost 11 bucks, and we got the little breadstick ball things that they have. You get 16 of those, and then we got pizza. So it's a pretty damn good deal. And I think you still get rewards on stuff like that, so I should, in theory, get another 10 points to a Domino's thing. So we're only gonna be one order away again from being at 4 points. So I'm gonna have to use my points again. We're at good. As long as
points.
Yeah, the Domino's points are great. Like, honestly, it's one of the better rewards out there, in my opinion. And Domino's is just pretty good pizza. It's not the best, but it's good. Like, right? Like, it's one of the, like, out of all the cheaper pizza places, I think it reigns supreme. It's kind of like, in my opinion, how In-N-Out's the best hamburger joint for its price range. You're not going to find a better hamburger at that price range than In-N-Out. Same thing with Domino's. It's like, you're not going to really find a deal as good as this. A lot of other pizza places are charging more. Dude, even when I went to whatever it's called today, it was like but I bought pizzas for people today at my work. Dude, it was like almost 10 bucks a pizza at actually, let's go this way at this point.
Domino's raising hands. They're currently making one a block away near my area, so my
Oh, good for you, Jeremy.
Closest one.
But yeah, it was Little Caesars. Little Caesars, the pizza's like $8 now. Plus, what the heck? It's Little Caesars. Like, the whole thing was $5. I wish they could just do a smaller pizza for $5 because I don't think Little Caesars is that great. Now, the breadsticks are dope from Little Caesars. 100%. There's no doubt about that. But like, the actual, like, you know what I mean? Like, the pizza is okay. It's not the worst pizza, but it's not that
Pizza
great.
Hut also, but damn, those prices are crazy sometimes. Hi, Jeremy and Ade.
Yeah, I was never a big fan. My dad really liked Pizza Hut, but I never liked it. Here's my thing with Pizza Hut. It is good. It's just a little dry sometimes, or at least when I used to have it as a kid. So it's been a while because I really don't go out and buy it.
Little Caesars memories.
Yeah, the $5. Yeah. Yeah, the breadsticks are great. I've had the breadsticks way when I was a kid. I remember my mom would always get those. But anyway, yeah, Pizza Hut's fine, but it's just something about it's a little dry. So I always need like extra liquids, and I'm always just like, I just try to get Domino's. Domino's is a little bit wetter. I don't want to say wetter, but like something about it isn't as dry on the stuff, in my opinion. So I personally prefer Domino's as my preferred one. I don't need to go to Papa John's. Like, Papa John's is also too expensive at this point. There's a lot of stuff that's just too expensive. I tried to give
Little Caesars a chance now, but I can't do it.
I love it. I love it. I gave him a chance. That's fair enough. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, I can argue you, my friend. It's not the best pizza. I love how you're like, nah, especially for its price. But you know, once again, I bought some pizzas for people at work, and
Hey
so
dudes.
my welcome in. Oh, you're home? Are you home, Cody? I thought you might still be at Disney.
Hope everyone is doing good.
Well, welcome into our friend, everyone. He was at Disney's Food and Wine today, so if you would like to watch his coverage of that, please go watch his
Yes, Jenny,
live
I
stream.
did used to eat it back then when it was $5, but I was a kid back then, lol. Disney
Yeah.
Crush fan / Cody, welcome in Dude Turtle. Hi
Um,
Disney.
I remember when I was younger, and they were like $5. And me and my friend and I, haha, good English. I can do that one. That's the one thing I can do.
Crush. Please
I'll wait for this to
consider
go on.
subscribing to our friend https://www.youtube.com/@DisneyTurtle.
But I remember we were standing outside, and this girl that like I went to high school with, was there, and she kind of looked like, you know this. I'm not trying to be mean, but you guys know this phrase of like, peaked in high school. It was that kind of thing where I thought she was super cute in high school, but then afterwards, I don't know what she was doing, but it was not working. Um, and she just like literally was like flirting with me to get $5, which I did it, and I was like, yeah, there's no way that like I ever see her again, but like, why not? Because I did think she was cute back in high school, so like I'd give her $5 for like a pizza back in the day, um, and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I've never seen her since ever again. But I was like, why not? There's like a chance we bump into each other or something. She's like, hey, she got him a pizza. Maybe she would go on a date with me or something. So, which is good because we would not have worked at all, to be honest. Like, it was definitely not going to be a good relationship for me. Oh my gosh. I'm very lucky finding my wife. Jen is very good for me. She is okay with my particular quirk. She is okay with me doing the vlog stuff and whatnot. Um, or the live stream, I should say. And yeah, so very much appreciate her. She is very, very, also very kind. Very much kind, very kind, kinder than I could ever wish to be. She just has a very good kindness to her. So very lucky to have found her. So all things work out for a
That's
reason.
good, Jared. It's not easy these days, huh?
Yeah, I know. It took me a lot. I mean, so I'm sorry. I got to hide for a second. I hear a call. Um, don't want to get screwed up like last time. This is not a good spot. Let's go inside, actually. If we're gonna hide here, let's do this for fun. Okay. It took me a while. I didn't get like a girlfriend until I was, oh, man, 20. Like my first real relationship that lasted like over a year type thing. That was like when I was 25-ish, I think, somewhere around that time. And then it was like, that was like, oh, this is
Can
gonna
hide in
be
your
it.
eyes.
You can hide in it. um, and then we dated for like 3-ish years basically, and then basically she like dumped me because like I always like hate this because I'm just like, man, it doesn't work this way on the other end. It just works this way for guys. But she like dumped me basically because she didn't think I was like career wise where I should be, and like I wasn't making enough money. Which my point to her was, that's great. You make less than I do. Why do I have to get a better job? Like, why are you pressuring me to like improve my life when you can't make more? But yeah, we broke up. And broke up. Like, it was like a really bad high school breakup where it took multiple times to break up. If you guys have ever had something like that, and it's not fun. Who wants to break up multiple times, basically, within a couple of months? And then luckily after that, COVID hit, and along with other things. So during that time, I got into really good shape, probably the best shape of my life as a person. Come on. Oh, I hit her. Wasn't enough. But yeah, during COVID is probably when I got in the best shape of my life. Yeah, but like I got in really good shape during COVID, and then right after COVID ended, Jen and I matched on OkCupid, which I hear is way worse than it was then, which is funny because it hasn't been that long, but I guess it's just worse now. But we matched on OkCupid. We met at Antijitos at Universal City Walk, and mainly it's because she told me around where she lives. She said, like, this is where I live, in this area, and I said, and it was right after COVID. So if you guys remember after COVID, most people were still wearing masks at places, and a
I
lot of
was in
places were
better
just
shape before
doing.
COVID, lol.
Yeah, that's a lot of people as well. I got lucky and just I was working from home, so I could work out a lot more. And I was running. I was doing like 20 to 30,000 steps most days, and then just killing myself, just really doing well. Um, but yeah, then we met at Universal City Walk, and mainly I did that not even because I'm a big theme
Hi,
park
Jared.
person, but hey, welcome in, Dan. But I also it was because once again COVID was there, and I thought, what's a fun place where it's like a safe environment where someone's gonna
Welcome.
feel safe, right? Someone on the date's gonna feel safe with you. There's people around, but there's also some things to do besides eat. And I was like, well, Universal City Walk is literally 10 minutes from where she lives, and I'm like, let's go. I love going to Universal, so we did that, and we had a really nice date, and we talked until like almost 1 a.m. in the parking lot. Like we talked for a while. The next day for me, work sucked because I was so tired. But yeah, and then that night we went out again. Um, we went out to Hollywood Boulevard and had a really good time. That was probably what we went on that second date. We went to one of the nicest restaurants we've ever been to. It cost an arm and a freaking leg, man. And honestly, what's it saying? Jam for 5 seconds. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's try to find this character. Um, but we would take one of the nicest restaurants we ever have, and it was really expensive, and we barely got that much to eat. We got like appetizers because it costs so much. And afterwards, she was like, "Hey, just so you know, I don't really like places like that. Like, we can just go to normal restaurants." And I was like, "Oh, thank God!" I was like, "I don't know if I can
Subscribe
afford
to my
that many
channel
of
here
those kind of dates." So yeah, she was really cool with it, and we had a really good time. We went to
youtube.com/jaredjourneys.
Amiga's Records, if you guys know where
Sub_confirmation
that is,
equals
in
1.
on Hollywood Boulevard and stuff like that. And we were just walking around, and we had a really nice time. And yeah, and then from there, it's just yeah, kept dating, and now we got married last year on May the 4th, which was not even a plan. It was a plan, obviously, like, but like when I suggested to Jen,
Wow,
we were talking
Jared, you
about
got lucky.
yes, very yeah. That takes a lot away when you have someone tell you like, yeah, I don't need to go to like nice, fancy restaurants for sure. That can be a victory for most people. Um, and then we got married last year on May the 4th because I said, let's get married on the first weekend of May because that should be kind of like a good weekend. She's like, well, that's May the 4th. I'm like, well, we don't have to if that's too like linked to dorkiness. But then, yeah, she was into it. So, yeah, we got married on May the 4th. And
Thank you, Toad Frog Heart Hands.
I will say that, in my opinion, I know that they always joke about how like it's like women's dreams to get married and all this, but I wanted it for a long time. And so that weekend to me is probably like that's probably my best weekend I'll almost ever have in my life. Like, I got to hang out with my brothers a lot. I got to hang out with my friends a lot. Obviously, I was hanging out with my wife. I got married. It was just a really fun weekend. And it was very simple. It was in Jen's family's backyard. And everyone that went to it just really said they had a great time. And it was a very simple wedding, but in a good way. Like, in a way of, like, uh, we just, like, it was pretty good. And for the most part, we didn't have much drama besides the fact that I was dumb and forgot, like, something when we were coming to take pictures and someone had to go back and get it. But besides that, we were very lucky where everything went pretty well. Oh, it rained, I guess, but we already had tents, and what the hell can you do about it? And honestly, the photos came out very nice from that wedding because of some of the rain and stuff like that. So in the end, really can't complain. We had a wonderful time. Everyone who came told us they just had such a fun time. You know, my dad told me it was probably one of the most fun weddings he's ever like kind of. He just liked the vibes. He said it was so cool. But also, I have a lot
Jared,
of.
are you going tomorrow for butterbeer? I will be there tomorrow morning and I leave in the afternoon.
Awesome. Jennifer, I will be at Disney, unfortunately. I'll be at DCA because they said Food and Wine, and that is a bigger festival than Butterbeer. But I did see, so you know, I thought, oh, you have to do the actual jam one? One second, Jennifer. Let's see if this is what they want me to do.
Espresso, face red heart shape.
I don't get it. I thought we would do. Jennifer, I'll be at DCA tomorrow, unfortunately, though, because Food and Wine, and just so you know, from what I've seen, right, there's a couple of new food items. There's a couple of new. Oh, God, I feel bad right now. Where's my bot? Oh my God, bot, help me out a little bit. But there are a couple of new food items, Jennifer. You should be able to look them up online, I think, at this point. But I think most of them should be at the Hogmead restaurant, and also at the shop next, the candy shop that they have in Hogsmeade. And I saw in that front Harry Potter store, you know, when you walk into the park on the left-hand side, it has all the different IPs. on the left hand side, Nintendo, and then it goes into all the IPs. The one that has the Harry Potter area, that has a lot of the merch right there as well, I saw. So that's mostly what they're doing. There's not really an event. Like, I know they're calling it Butterbeer Festival or whatever. All it is a couple of food items and stuff. There's no, like, extra entertainment. There's no extra meet and greets. There's nothing really good going on besides the fact that you can buy more crap. But we'll be at Food and Wine tomorrow because, yeah, and then it's going to be a good time. I'm very excited to go in soaring.
Enjoy yourself tomorrow, Jared. Can I messaged you on Instagram for the information? I want the cup face with tears of joy.
Oh, yeah, I think the cup will either be at, once again, like, just go into that left-hand store. You can message me, but just the only thing I know, because of other YouTubers and people I follow, is I saw that if you go into that store, right when you enter the park where they have Harry Potter stuff in the front, you can buy wands there, everything. That store should have all the butterbeer merch in one section that's like non-foods. And then I believe when you go into the candy shop, you can ask a team member to say, "Hi, I'm here for Butterbeer, the Butterbeer Festival. What do you guys have?" And they can show you the like toffees and extra items they have in there. And then I believe there's one item, maybe more, but at least one item in the Hogmeads restaurant as well. So that is the places I would go hit. I will probably go hit those when I can. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to be hitting Butterbeer.
I've seen your post about Butterbeer. That golden mug looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. It sucks. I have like another like Butterbeer item, so I don't know if I would buy it, but it is. I'll have to see it, but I doubt it. It's cool, but I would really need to see it in person and see like, is it something I need to have or not? Because yeah, there's just so much stuff, and
Problem is I already have the Butterbeer mug, but the golden one looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look cool. It does. It definitely looks cool. Well, you know what? We have Jen has these really cool. Oops, someone's coming. No, we're good. We're good. Jen has these really cool.
About LOL.
Jen has these like, I like what do you call them? You know, like when you went to a tavern in a video game and they have those kind of like steins that you can have. Jen has a couple of cute little ones that we like to sometimes have soda in or drinks or whatever, and kind of like play pretend of, ooh, that's not good. Where's this guy coming from? And we'll use those. So yeah, we don't need too many cups. So I normally don't buy too many. Like I bought last year the Mushu cup, but also Mushu is one of my favorite characters. And it's also a dragon. So yeah. Also, if Disney Crush fan, if you're still there, did you guys try any good food? Any recommendations? I'm not saying I'm gonna get it, but like, did you and your girlfriend have anything good to eat that you really enjoyed? And what do you guys think about that plate too that you got? Like, is it pretty good? But yeah, we'll also be at 90s Night, guys. Dude, next Thursday, tune in at least a little bit for 90s Night if you guys would like to. I really appreciate it. But, you know, obviously if you're busy, I get it. But yeah, we'll be there all day during the day for most of it, and then we'll be back at nighttime. And that, yeah, we're just going to go have a really good time at 90s Night. I have some, I got my outfit all picked out. I'm very excited to meet Darkwing Duck. He's one of my favorite characters. I also want to meet Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie if possible. Baloo would be nice. I think Miko is going to be there with, what's her name? Pocahontas should be there with Miko. And Pocahontas is great, but she's there. I want to meet Miko. I really liked Miko back when I was a kid. I mean, I like animals, so pretty rare if there's an animal character I don't care for in a Disney film. It does happen sometimes, but normally I like most of the characters.
See 90s Night.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Like, I am so hyped. And the fact that I don't have to work for 2 extra days. So next week I only have to work Monday through Wednesday. And dude, oh man, dude, it's such a B. You know what I mean? Like, work was just so bad today. The last day of the month is always the worst day for me. And today was just awful. People were just like turning crap into me so late. And I just made me want to kill them all. I just, when you work with incompetent people, sometimes it just kills you, or like lazy or whatever. Like, it's just such a drain, and because like companies will get rid of you in a second, but they won't get rid of incompetent people. It's always so weird to me that like that's the like vibes a lot of these places go for. Like they'll totally fire me in a second if I go out of place at all, but then like, you know what I mean? Like these idiots somehow get a job.
hand orange covering eyes.
Right. Oh, is this a boss? I thought this was a... Oh wait, there's a person. Someone else shot him and that was not us. That's the one thing they should teach you in class more, is how to deal with incompetent people when you're at work. Like, that should be like a whole semester at like high school. Come on, dude. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay. Got him! Kaboom! I got so lucky. That guy was just worse than I was. And see, that's all you have to do sometimes, people. It's not be good. It's be less crappy than the other person. Look at that. Oh, my area's exposed? Expose me. Whatever. Bring it on.
Close call.
Yeah, very close call. No, I don't want, why would you give me that? Why would you give me the bouncy thing? Who wants the bouncy thing, my friend? Oh, call's coming. Okay, that was not that great. Oh. If I don't play that well, he won't know which one of us is the AI, and he won't know who to shoot first. Oh, there he is. Oh, he stopped. Nice. Oh, there he goes. Oh!
Literally in school, while I was chair of the board, I tell people to send me an email if you're going to miss, late, etc. and some tell me ow.
Yeah, man. It doesn't get better. That's the worst part, is that you think when you become an adult that everyone's got their stuff figured out. And then you realize that everyone's as stupid as you are, and you're just like, oh God, we're screwed. Like, I thought, where were the adults in the room? And you're just like, wow, like, there aren't that many intelligent people. I thought this was going to be different. They kind of don't help, you know? It's so weird to me, the weird reliance on, like, that people are, like, I don't get why a boss would be, like, I don't know, I just feel like bosses are down to fire you anytime, but, like, you get this incompetent idiot. They'll just be like, nah, he's trying his best. It's like,
My
what?
old job, I wasn't even a manager and I felt like I was the manager managing all these older people.
Bad, man. That's the same thing with me. I got people that have worked there forever. Like, someone today, my favorite thing was someone today said, like, they're like, oh, what happened? Like, you know, this guy never gets better. And someone's like, oh, well, maybe he'll learn. And I'm like, dude, this guy's worked here longer than I have. This guy's in his, like, 50s. He's never gonna do it. He can't do it. Like, it's so bad. Like, it is, like, almost like a joke. Like, it feels like you're just in a Looney Tune. But, like, you're the, like, character getting trolled. You're not Bugs Bunny. You're the guy getting trolled by, like, everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh man, but, anyway, you know, that's my warning to kids, just get ready to deal with idiots, unfortunately, like, oh, come on, Goku, what's your Super Saiyan 4, buddy? Huh? That's only in the show, I guess?
Another
one? Wow, we are in danger,
yes,
guys.
School doesn't teach you these things in the real world.
Yeah, you don't know about all this stuff that, like, some of it just doesn't matter, man. Like, they tell you it's gonna matter, and then you're like, nah, that was bad. Why'd you teach me this? What are we doing here? You could have taught me, like, how to deal with, like, do my taxes better, like, all this other stuff, like. There's, like, real things they could have taught, and then.
Have you watched funny shorts from Hayezi? He posts funny videos, especially the series Disney minus lol face with tears of joy.
Oh, I'm dead, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I chose the wrong thing, and that was it. Alright, let's do one more, I guess. No, I haven't seen that one, Jaomi. Oh, sorry. I haven't seen that one, Justin. Sorry, got the J's confused for a second. But But yeah, I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you guys all find, if you don't have a job that has competent workers, I hope you find one, because it feels very nice. It's very rare. I'm trying to think of any job I've actually had where most of the workers are competent. I feel like my first job wasn't that bad, but it was also a fish store, so we just sold tropical fish. So I feel like being a good worker wasn't that hard. So that's like the last time I remember.
Try to date a coworker, just don't do it.
Dude, I agree. And then you get in that situation, and you're like, well, maybe I should now. You know what I mean? It's so stupid, but sometimes your brain shuts off, and you're like, duh, let's do this. But I agree. My dad, let's see, how long ago was it? Probably 15, no, it had to be like 15 to 20 years ago. It's been a while, actually. But my dad got fired from a job.
Excited. The Brit Awards are happening tomorrow.
Nice, that's awesome.
Sabrina is already in the UK, slightly smiling face.
But my dad got fired because he dated someone. She was crazy. And because they dated, like, she complained basically after when she got fired about my dad. And so we got let go because they're just like, basically play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Try it with me, and I said no in my head.
Good. You said no in your, I know. You say no in your head, and then she's like, what's up? And you're like, uh-huh. No. It's like SpongeBob when he's in the mirror. And he's like, I'm an adult. SpongeBob in the head, like, I am an adult. And then you just can't do it. But you know, I hope you have the willpower to do that, because it can be hard, especially if like you just want to date someone because you're just bored and you're just like, man, I just want to. So my big thing that I love is that I also just really like to have people that like, you know, you spend time with.
I had my old coworker get my manager pregnant, bro. Crazy
my.
stuff.
Oh, I love it, eh? That's insane, man. That's where you're done. I just don't get people. That's so insane. Like, we just have so many ways to stop that from happening, but it still happens so often where you're like, what is going on, man? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Too much tea.
They had to hide it for the longest.
Damn. Yeah, but then one day when you walk back there and he's like rubbing the belly, he's like, you're my baby. You're like, excuse me?
Oh man, it was like a novella. Blue star eyes. I
oh, I love it. This is the best. I love it. This is too much fun. It's funny when it's not you. It's like that joke about it. It's like the pain thing. Like, it's funny when other people feel pain, but you don't feel pain. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Got one. Boom, baby. I don't know if those are real people or not, but I think they might have been. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What was my most amount of tea? Do we have anything that was that big? God, I've looked at some boring places, I think. There's not much tea. It's only just management just sucking or whatever, and like it's not getting paid enough. I'm trying to think of anything like that. I mean, at my last job, the person that was my job before, she would like make out with her boyfriend on the like couch in the front, which is hilarious. I was never there for it, so I didn't get to see it, but people told me about that, and it was kind of insane, like, that she kept working there. Like, she was still there after I was. I left, though. That's like one of the jobs where I got to be lucky enough to leave, and I had a better pass through. I remember the boss guy coming up to me and saying, you're such a good worker, if you ever want to work for us again. I'm like, dude, you pay me peanuts, man. I hate when people tell you you're a good worker and then they pay you peanuts. Just don't tell me that. Just say it was good working with you. Don't lie to me. If you're a good worker, you're not paying someone peanuts. Like, that's the damn truth. Because he had someone there. So I worked at a real estate office is where I worked at in this situation. And that was my best boss I've ever had. That guy, dude, this guy was so cool. He was very old school. He was old school in certain ways, but at the same time, he was not like, he was older. Like, he was in his 70s. But this guy wasn't old, if you know what I mean. He was very funny, very sharp, and like very respectful to everyone he met, which I really appreciate. Like he was just as nice to our best client as he was to like the janitors, and he was just a cool dude in general. And like he always would come in and make snarky comments sometimes when he was in a air quote bad mood. I always thought they were funny, but he's like, "Oh, I'm being bad right now." I'm like, "No, that's I make jokes way more extreme than that." But he would make a lot of just like snippy little comments that were funny, and he would just think it's over the line. And I was like, "Nah, I say way worse stuff about my coworkers here." But he was cool. He'll probably be my favorite boss until I die. Even if I become a boss, I won't be as good as him. I am not going to be as patient of a man as that guy was. That guy was just so cool. We had to move offices at some point. We were doing like a remodel, and I had this like little office area. I remember asking if I could get like a Christmas tree in there because I love stuff like that, like decorating. And he totally didn't, and it pissed off another coworker. She just thought that I was getting so favored because he bought me a freaking Christmas tree. It was insane how pissed she was about that. And like he laughed at that. He thought it was funny. She's like, you always favor Jared, and then he's like, well, why wouldn't I? And then she was mad and walked away. And he's like, oh, I'm in trouble now. He was a cool dude. I really appreciate that. I appreciate having a boss like that. And my current boss is fine. The only issue is
those older ladies are the ones you have to watch out for sometimes.
yeah. Oh, you ain't lying, dude. There was this woman. I'm gonna throw her name out there because it don't matter because it sounds like a fake name, but it's not. Her name was Kathy Smiley, and the reason I have to tell you her name is so that you get this. So her name is Kathy Smiley. A whole freaking advertisement. Her whole advertisement is smiles this, smiles this. That person was one of the biggest bitches I've ever met. Like, she was just, like, not a good person. And she just acted like she was this super nice woman. Nah, she was just one of those rich slaves, whatever. There's another woman who was actually known as the craggly old, bee. And I kind of liked her because she admitted to it. And she was pretty chill most of the time. Like, sometimes she would get a little testy. But she didn't fake who she was, and I actually appreciate that.
First time I heard you say that word,
Probably is, eh? We'll do. I think
be really bad.
she was not. I just don't like fake people. I guess fake people really bug me. Once again, like I was saying, this other woman who was like a craggly old woman, but like, she knew it. And so there was something about that was more genuine. Like she knew she was always the best, and like she never really yelled at me. So I couldn't get too mad, but this other woman had this tone about her. This woman who was supposed to be all smiley just had this tone that you could tell she thought she was better than everyone else and stuff like that. And I remember, like, there were just other people there at this realtor office, and like I got along with some other women now, just like they're just fantastic. And they had this like women's club. And I remember I made this poster that was kind of a joke about it. And the women that were cool thought it was funny, but yeah, that woman did not find it funny, and she got a little upset at me for it. But the other woman thought it was kind of funny because she made into this such a big effing deal, and I just thought like, you guys are realtors, like, what the hell? Like, who cares? And a lot of them thought it was funny because I just made this sign for them, and they thought it was pretty funny. Like it was just over the top. That's how I do things. I'm very over the top, like. That's the one thing I would say I don't do on stream too much.
Sounds like a Disney villain.
Yes! It definitely reminds me of like one of the stepmoms or someone like that figures it out. I will say that that's the one thing I don't show on stream that much. That someone could be like, wow, I'm really surprised is that I can go really ridiculous with my jokes. Like, but I don't do that on stream because it's too much. It would alienate too many people. And I don't think it's faking myself not to do it. I think that those jokes are just more for my friends that I'm really in on. And it doesn't always work. And you have to know me. If you don't know me, you might just think that like I'm being super rude or like whatever. But I am normally being super sarcastic, and I just go at the tail end of just ridiculous with some of my jokes. I remember one time. I don't remember what the joke was, to be honest.
Yes, you have a platform.
Yeah, but once again, I don't. Once again, I am. This is the hard part, right? This is the thing, right? It's not though like I'm faking it. It's more just that I hold back on certain things, and sometimes it slips through a little bit. But like I am like I don't. I think at this point people know I don't hold back my opinions. My opinions are my own, and that I am who I am. That this might be a little bit sometimes more extreme humor that I just don't think people would find appropriate. And that's very much based on the fact that I grew up watching The Simpsons, which back then was bombastic humor to a lot of people. And then my dad let me watch South Park at a very young age. When did I watch South Park? 8, maybe 9 at the, like, I was pretty damn young when I watched South Park. My dad was pretty big on, like, you know, as long as we didn't swear, we could watch South Park. And so, which, by the way, it's just so funny. Swearing has just gone to the way of no one gives a crud anymore. You know what I mean? Like, once again, streaming, maybe you don't want to swear as much, but in real life, people don't really care anymore about, you know, language that much. Like, there are some people, but it's pretty much kind of died out, the language stuff. But yeah, group of Simpsons, then South Park, King of the Hill, a lot of stuff that just gave me, like, my basis of humor. I mean, Disney had some stuff too. Robin Williams influences from stuff like The Genie and whatnot, and other movies he was in the '90s. Flubber, Eddie Murphy stuff. You know, like Dr. Dolittle, and Mushu and stuff like that. Like, yeah, and that's why it was smart that a lot of these comedians got into animation, because like it opened a platform for me to want to listen to them, even maybe not at the time, but later on as comedians, and hear what they had to say and stuff like that. But like one of my favorite comedians of all time is Daniel Toss, and that guy is mean. That guy has some mean jokes, but they are freaking funny. And like,
subscribe to my channel here,
what I feel is like Daniel and I have in common, and not Daniel Storm, but Daniel Toss, is the fact that like he has these ridiculous jokes, but he's joking. Like he's literally making a joke. Like he doesn't believe it. It's based on something, and then like someone could get offended, but it's like it's not my actual opinion. It's more like I find the humor in the situation. But once again, that's not always going to be the best thing, and it could alienate people and make some people feel like not great, and I really don't want to do that. Like, I am here to entertain, I am here to have fun, I am here to share opinions and hear opinions, because I do like hearing other people's opinions, because I like to know what's going on in the theme parks. That's why I like going on other people's streams, too, and kind of hear what they have to say, and that's why the streamers that don't really voice their opinion, or don't talk to the chat, don't interest me as much, because I don't think that they offer a perspective I care about. Like, you're just filming the parks at that point. And I personally like to hear what's someone's favorite ride, or what they like to talk about. Like, I really like Jimmy Good, and it really sucks because if you guys don't know, Jimmy Good just kind of announced that he will most likely be moving home for a little while with his family. And so for now, he's kind of giving up being here in California, doing all the streaming stuff he was doing for that. So I did reach out to him, offering if I could help in any way. Because he's worked a long time for his stuff, and if I was in a similar situation where I had to leave California for whatever reason, I highly doubt I would. But if I ever did, you know, I would. That's kind of what I would want someone to do to me, is kind of reach out to me and like see if they could help keep me stay relevant, if you know what I mean, with stuff. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. That's what I would appreciate that. Somehow I streamed for 5 years.
California.
Yeah. If you go to Jimmy Good's channel, he has an update video. He has a stream. I think his mom, I don't want to speak because I don't know the full situation, but I know his mom had an incident last year around the holidays. And so Jimmy was going to stay home longer because of that. And I don't know if that's why or something else. But yeah, you guys go check out Jimmy Good. I met Jimmy once, and we talked for a while. We met at the bus depot over at Disney, and then we talked the entire ride over, and we talked in line as we got into I was very surprised he was cool to keep talking about it.
That dude is so positive, and when I join his Universal streams, they are fun as well.
Yeah, I really enjoy Jimmy. Jimmy's a streamer. I will admit, this is the funny part. I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, it's funny because I'm a streamer, but then I watch other people that I'm like, damn, if this person stopped, I would genuinely be sad that they're not doing. And Jimmy's one of those people where I'm like,
the video. Respect his decision. I'm glad I met him in person as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, no wonder I haven't seen him post.
Yeah, so you can check out his channel and you can kind of get his update. He made like a 7-minute update video, and yeah, go send Jimmy some love. I really like Jimmy. He's a person I really like watching, and I think we would have fun. I'll say I'm disappointed. I was hoping this.
I met Jimmy Good in person is since March at Disneyland for my birthday. Okay, I will check later.
What sucks is I actually would have loved to do content from this year because we both really like Waterwood, and what I thought would be funny is that we could have a banner together where it says like "Go Greg," because if you guys don't know, Greg Dolph, might be saying his name wrong, but Greg Dolph, I believe, is an actor who normally plays the deacon. And so I would love it if we could have had signs saying like "Go him" and like just like like a spray paint kind of sign, like like something we could have like banned out together and they've been holding one side each. Like I feel like that would have been fun, something like that. Maybe do a Disney stream together as well because he goes to Disney. Or if not a stream, well, he is. I mean, we could have streamed if he was doing stuff, and maybe he would stream afterwards, and that would be part of his stream. Like maybe we would switch off. Like he would do a stream at one point, I would do a stream. I don't know, but something like that. It would have been cool to get to hang out with him more. But it's okay. There's a lot of people, and obviously he has to do what's best for his family. I totally understand that. My mom is no longer around, but like if that was my mom, and I really had to. It probably would happen as well because my mom is great. She did a lot of good in my life and is very much the reason I am who I am, in my opinion. I know that you make your own choices and that you are who you are. It doesn't matter how you're shaped, but she was luckily there to guide me into what I think is a better person. There's a lot of traits, like we were both, she was like opinionated, similar to me, but a little bit different. But she fought for like real things. Like I'm fighting for theme parks. She would go take PTA meetings and really get up in their face when they're not doing stuff. She would be going nuts right now. She'd be going absolutely nuts right now with all the cuts that they're about to come to education. She would go bananas in the PTA meetings. I know my mom, if this was happening when we were kids, she would have went bananas. She would have not stood for it. She's like, you're giving my kids the best education. She was a really stand-up lady like that. Or like, I just respect that. And for me, my passion comes, I don't have kids, so my passion comes to the theme parks where I find them as places of joy, and I do not like the way. Like I've been thinking about this recently. Like if I became a billionaire, if I had all this money, right, to do whatever I want, I think I would. Like part of the things I want to do is make some themed restaurants that are really fun. We don't have enough of those, and like it's something to do outside of theme parks, and you don't really have to pay that much. It's a dinner, right? Like but you can make it really themed. Like I want to make like a Blue Bayou, but outside of Disneyland, so you don't have to pay to get into the Blue Bayou. It's a thing that normal people can get into. And that, like, to me, I like seeing people happy. I like being around people that are happy. It's really fun to go to Disneyland, Universal and stuff, because it's just fun to be around all this excitement and things going on and theming and passion. And so that's why I hate it. Like, when people see me get really upset about how the parks are being treated, it's because I don't like that the people running them don't seem to have, like, 1/5 the passion I do about the thing that they literally run. You know what I mean? Like this is your baby. You can bring people so much joy from just having Elphaba and Glenda, and you're gonna put them behind FanFest? Like I don't respect that. Like I'm happy that we're gonna get to see them there. But if they will come to the normal theme park, which I hear they might, that would upset me a lot. Like you're gonna put a price on people's happiness. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. These are actors. And you're not even paying them that much. Like why can't you just have them in the park? Like why can't you switch around characters? Like that's what I don't get. Is that why? Oh, we're gonna get all these new characters for FanFest, but we know when it's done, most likely we'll just go back to the normal characters. And I hate that. I don't like that Disney does it either, to be honest. But Disney at least, like, oh no, I'm getting destroyed. Disney at least has a lot of characters meeting. Universal could use more, in my opinion. Universal just needs more. I love it, but they're not doing enough for like compared to Disney. They're just not. And anyone who's like, well, they cost different. Look at a day-to-day pass, man. Oh no, I'm apt. I'm so apt.
Universal needs more entertainment and more characters.
Yeah, no, Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, this is it! Oh, it is health! Okay, I was like, is this not health? Damn it! Oh no! Why am I not running? Oh! Darn it. We're in trouble. Is there a car? Is there anything here that can get me out of here quicker?
The plaza is empty, might as well use it.
Agreed. That's that thing should almost never be empty. We should see that plaza empty couple weeks a year. Literally within less than 10 weeks a year. No doubt. If you're not using it for HHN or Grinchmas, you should be using it for Lunar New Year's. You should be using it for Mardi Gras. I don't care. Well, I gotta find something. I don't have anything to heal right now, though, so I gotta go find something. But yeah, do something. And that's what I just dislike is that, like, oh my F. Yeah, let's do this. I just saw someone that was footprints, so I gotta. But yeah, that's why I get so passionate behind it, and I can't agree with corporatists. People that just like, they just defend corporations. It's like I don't need to do that, man. These people, if you, especially if you work the job, you know this. Corporations don't care about you. They don't care a darn about you at all. So why am I supposed to defend them when they're just trying to make more money? You know what I mean? Like,
needs to bring more stuff.
Yeah, but
the green smoke potion.
Oh, I do? Oh. Oh, thank you. I'll be honest and say I didn't know it did that. Thank you for letting me know. I thought the mist was something else, to be honest. I thought it was like to cover you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was like, wait, I could use something? That'd be great. But that's why I get upset when things aren't going out, because I just see how even the Universal theme parks in Florida are treated, and they're just treated so much better than Universal Hollywood. And Hollywood is the original park. Without Hollywood, you got nothing. And it really upsets me how like Disneyland gets its awesome treatment, and then Universal Hollywood, they just pretend like it doesn't exist. They're just like, oh, whatever. We didn't even get Dogman. Dogman. How can we not get Dogman? I just don't understand that. Like, why? Why did Glenda and Elphaba not come to us to FanFest? Why would they be in Singapore before Hollywood? Like, where they filmed the movie? It just doesn't make sense to me. Besides money, I get if they're like, well, it's because of money. It's like, God, I dislike you guys. Like, this is your passion. Your entire thing is about money.
These characters and look at Hollywood lol.
Yeah, they get the penguins of Madagascar over there, and the penguins dressed up, and Scooby-Doo dresses up for Mardi Gras. I'm so jealous that like I wish someone like me could be there and guiding the hand to make that park better. I would be there. That's a job that even if I was getting paid super much, I would probably work extra hours because I am passionate. I want those things to work. I want HHN to work. I want Christmas. I want people to have a good time. That is my main thing, is all people having a good time. If I was this person, that would be my goal. It's like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
We should ask the CEO of Universal.
Yeah, right. He'd be like, oh, great. What's your name? And then the next time I go in the universe, they're like, yeah, your pass is blocked,
Hollywood
Mr. Journeys.
Is the older brother that gets no love.
Yeah, I agree. And now, I will say this, and I've said this before. In 2030s, I think the park will get expanded.
Orlando is the young spoiled child.
Yeah, 100%. And that, like, I think, I do think, dude, why is every time you guys just snipe me? Come on, zap! No! Dang it! Oh my god. Alright. But yeah, I love the theme parks around here, and I wish all of them could get more help, because each of them in their own way needs to get more help. Except for, I guess, Disneyland, because people just keep going there in such droves.
He had a bed also.
Oh. Good for him.
GG.
But that's the only thing I can kind of think of why Disney gets away with it. If someone's like, why do you not criticize Disney as much? And I do criticize them. But I'll say this about Disney. People go there. You know, Universal doesn't have the same luxury as that. Six Flags doesn't have the same luxury. Knott's, the only reason I will defy anyone, Knott's, the only reason Knott's feels busy is because their service is not up to snuff. They are slow at serving food, and they are slow at getting those rides done. Press Bank did it. It took 3 minutes or something like that. 3 minutes for Ghost Rider to do it. Like, the one train would go off, and then they would it'd take over 3 minutes for Ghost Rider to do it. Big Thunder is launching way quicker than that. You know what I mean? And Space Mountain is launching even quicker, and so is Incredicoaster. Knott's needs help with its operations. Six Flags a little bit needs help with its operation. They need to redo the entire front, and they need to redo Looney Tunes Land and some of the other areas to be more pleasing and have shade. My gosh, guys, I almost fainted last year when I was at Six Flags, when it was that one hot day and I had to leave it. You can go back and check. There's one live stream. I'm only there for like an hour to an hour and a half, because I went there for the DC event, and like, I love that stuff, but like, it was so hot. And by the time I got back to my car, my legs were like shaking. I was just dehydrated, and I was drinking so much water. There's just no shade there. They don't help you at all, besides some of the queues at Six Flags. And I just think that, like, all these parks have small weaknesses. Universal's weakness is the fact that they call themselves the entertainment capital of LA, and they have 2 shows, kind of 3 if we're going to count Kung Fu Panda. and it's just not enough for what they can do. It's the potential. It's the fact that like I'm just like come on guys, you can do more than this. And Disney should not get excuses either. There was no Red Hulk. They even freaking changed Captain America's costume, Sam Wilson. There's a new costume that he has, and they kept it the one from the TV show. Why would it have been that much to make him a new suit? I don't get it. Like, I don't. It also just have real characters show. Whereas Moon Knight hasn't shown up since the premiere of Moon Knight. Neither has the Werewolf Within. Neither has Captain America Zombie. Like, why are you holding these? They should be coming at Halloween every year. You should see the Werewolf. You should be seeing Blade. We should be seeing Moon Knight. Like, that's Halloween. You should be having fun with it. And they just don't want to do that. Like, whoever's in charge literally just like cancel the Deadpool show. That I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't care if Disney Plus is paying for it. Why didn't they just think, oh, okay, well. Yeah. But like, I don't get why the Deadpool show didn't get brought back in some way by Disney doing it. It was super popular. It was super funny. They could change the story when I just don't get it. But yeah, I really don't understand why we couldn't get more Deadpool and Wolverine. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. And if you guys haven't watched Freshbake's newest video, they're actually cutting back. The Spider-Man show has a couple of less scenes in it now. They've stopped doing a couple of the scenes during the Spider-Man show. And the Avengers show happens a couple of less days now than it used to. And this is like, they've already cut it before. This is the second time they've cut dates. And so yeah, there's my like thing on Disney is that Disney is also a little like Disney has entertainment, but we need more. Fantasyland Theater and the Hyperion should both have shows in them right now. There's no reason they shouldn't be having shows. I don't even care if they're throwback shows. You could have the Pocahontas show from the 90s for all I care in the Fantasyland Theater. You could have the Hunchback show there. You could have Disney Afternoon. I don't even care. You could have Roger Rabbit or Dick Tracy there for all I care.
More love to Universal.
Yeah, that's true. Freshbake though, I will say, I love Freshbake, but he is still, sometimes I'm trying to say this in a way. He is so amazing at analyzing Disneyland because he's there every day, and not every day, but a lot of days. I go Universal way more than him, and sometimes when he speaks about things, I'm just like, it's a little off. Like, I'm like, he's close, but there's a piece missing. Like, he was even talking about the hill, and he was saying that there's most likely going to be an attraction there on the hill they're working on. But I have not heard that, and I asked him what he heard, and he just said he heard it on the internet, and I'm surprised he reported it then, like, that's what's weird is when you hear it from no source and you report it in your video. Like, I don't normally do that unless I really tell you guys it's a super room. But like, when you guys ask me about Fast and Furious Supercharged, I don't have any information. The only information I have is that it's closing. My theory would be it's going to become an attraction, right? Or theme park space. But I have also heard from online, and they're not super reliable sources. But I'm hearing it could also just be used for storage space right now. And that they're going to clean out some backstage areas at Universal so that then they can store it in that building, and then they can put new attractions and places that are backstage right now. I have no idea if that's true, but that's just what I've heard. And those are the different theories that we basically have, is that they're either going to use it for storage, so they can build more things somewhere else. They could be putting a new attraction there for the tram, or they could be expanding the theme park. Or they could be doing nothing at all, I guess. But I doubt that. Like I said, I think they're going to take those props and put them in the Fast and Furious queue. That would be my theory. Not saying it's true, but that would make a lot of sense. Because they got a lot of stuff in there, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And people, that's like why I think the coaster's cool, but I'm not a fan of the theming. Why is a garage acceptable? Like, it just feels so cheap in comparison. It's like Web Slingers, right? Web Slingers queue is so boring because it's a warehouse. Like, why? No one cares about that. Like, you need to be in an interesting environment. Even the Haunted Mansion has these beautiful gardens you walk through, especially now. It's great. Tiana's has the music blasting through it. I mean, I guess like that one could even be a little bit more improved. Splashes queue has never been the best, to be honest. I kind of wish they still could improve it a little bit more. But they did put a little bit of effort into Tiana's queue, a little bit. I don't know. I just think that queues need more love sometimes. Like, I don't like when they're stagnant and boring. Like, I like when you're actually entertained. Mickey's is really good. Mickey's Runaway Railroad. Going to the Galaxy, or what used to be even Tower of Terror was really good. Monsters is good when you get inside, but the first half sucks when you're in that like outside queue. I mean, what a joke for Disney to do. But it is what it is. And Mermaid's queue is kind of boring too. I love Mermaid, and there's some nice plants there, but I don't know, there could be more. But anyway, guys, I am gonna get off and spend some time with my wife. But I will see you guys all tomorrow, bright and early at Disney for Food and Wine, if you guys would like to join me. And then if not, I'll see you guys later. Like I said, I'll be going to Six Flags Sunday, but most likely it'll just be vlogging, unless my friend goes on an attraction that has a long wait that I can walk around the park once, then maybe I'll live stream it. But until next time, everyone, safe journeys. We'll be back also at Disneyland for 90s night next Thursday, and we'll be there all day mostly. And we'll also be going next Friday for Fast and Furious Supercharged, most likely my last trip. So until then, safe journeys. Hope you guys have a good weekend if I don't talk to you.